What's up, guys? It's Crash, and some more bad news for us in the Battlefield community, or what's left of it. Essentially, in a nutshell, Season 1 is being even further delayed until summer while they work on stuff that should have been done before the game released. They put out this image with a Twitter and then a blog post. We're going to look at the blog post and then give my reactions at the end. Honestly, in a nutshell, we'll talk a little bit more about this at the reactions at the end. It's going to get a little ranty, but I feel bad for creators. I feel bad for people that spent hard-earned money on this game. It's been hard for me on this channel. You know, I kind of got my hopes up to build something great with you guys and have an awesome community, and there's just no interest around this game. So and trying to pivot content on YouTube is really tough. So let's just go ahead and get into it. The blog is more detailed and I highlighted some key areas. So as always, we will try to get through this quick and efficiently for you guys. A lot of this stuff is just lip service. There's nothing in there. But what they do say is the most substantial one being moving the release date of Season 1 to early summer. The rest of this are just words that are meaningless coming from this studio. Upcoming updates, scoreboard. We're still talking about a scoreboard. Like, we're still hyped and putting effort in to a scoreboard. At this stage in the game, when it needs so many fixes, we're putting all these efforts on a freaking scoreboard that's been done for years. Just make it like all the others and move on. It's crazy to me that we're still working on a scoreboard. All platform voice communication. The arrival of VoIP is just the start of improvements we're bringing to enhance the team play and communications. They go on to say later that they're adding it as soon as possible. In a blog before the game released, when they said there was no VoIP, they said they were going to add it as soon as possible. So 3 months later, you still have a crossplay game where you can't talk to your friends. It doesn't make any sense at all. Player profile, giving you a better overview of your career on the battlefield and how far you've gone for your next unlock. Nobody really cares, because I mean, no one cares about the stuff that you unlock because there's only like 20 guns. A new feedback loop. So here they go in to talk about how they will present a specific major focus area to you along with our current thinking. Go ahead and take feedback and then talk about it again based on our feedback. I don't know what that means. We've been told time and time again over the years that DICE is going to do a better job at communicating, and then we always find ourselves in these weeks and weeks of no communication and nothing while we wait. So I'll believe it when I see it, essentially. And then down here they say later this month this process will kick off with one of our key focus areas, map design. We want to outline to you our vision for how we're going to approach and factor into our new map enhancements to the gameplay experience by addressing feedback on openness and lack of key cover in key areas. So this means potentially, I feel like maybe they could rework maps, but it sounds like they're only going to do that on new maps from what I read a little bit later on. They said they want, in that image earlier, they said they want to do a better job with new maps, and if we only get 4 new maps, then it's not going to do anything to help the game. So who knows? They said, we know this is a good one. We know that this release is later than anticipated for many of you who purchased the Year 1 Pass as part of the Gold and Ultimate Editions. To acknowledge and thank you for all your patience and continued support for those players who receive an exclusive bundle containing a specialist skin, weapons and vehicle skins, a melee weapon and player card, all to be delivered in the next update, whenever the hell that is. Look, guys, you paid $60 and you get this cool legendary skin for all this stuff that you don't use because 70% of you don't play this game anymore. And yeah, pretty awesome. So essentially everything is being delayed because they are working on stuff that should have been done before the game released. And if this doesn't prove anything, it does. It proves that this game was not finished and they pushed it out to get holiday sales. They push it out to get your money. I always thought that saying, you know, they put out an unfinished game just to get your money and it was a money grab. I always thought that was going a little bit too far, but at this point I can't really argue that. You're talking about delaying Season 1 for scoreboards, for VoIP, and all this stuff that should have been done. It's very, very, very telling that you had all these extra studios working on the game just to get it where you could release. When the game is still in a broken state, they're gone, they're working on other stuff, they already have our money. All those studios should have kept working on the game until it was actually in a playable, acceptable state for a AAA FPS. I feel really bad for the Battlefield community. I feel extremely bad for creators that worked hard to build their channels and around a game that everyone was excited for, myself included, bought the hype from the trailers. It didn't seem like it was very hard to build a Battlefield that people want. The community was loud and clear. And then this unfinished game came out and all of the hype died, and communities have suffered, channels have suffered, viewers are down. And it's just a lot of work to be at the mercy of a game and then have a giant letdown like this. And then on top of that, be told that our expectations are brutal. It's just actually beyond me. The earnings call will be later today, and I'll be letting you know if there's anything interesting from that. As always, guys, I got you covered. I will listen to that boring thing for like the 2 seconds of good information, and I'll bring that to you guys. For everyone that stuck around the channel, that's been watching the Scope, the live show we do on Mondays, I can't thank you enough for sticking with me, even though the game and Battlefield hasn't stuck with us. I don't think this game can recover. We'll see, and we'll follow it for sure, but I don't see a path forward for this game at this point. They released something that was unfinished. This pretty much proves that, and I don't see how you repair this broken community right now. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. We'll hit you with another video after the earnings call later today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you later.